Alrighty, what is going down, everybody? Shellz here. This is a new series on the channel. It has been a very long time since I've done a video. I think it's probably last time I recorded a video may have been December. It's now nearly the end of February, so yeah, I guess this is one of those once in a blue moon situations. But anyway, it's good to be back. It's good to be back recording. This is Football Manager 20. It's slightly different to the content I've produced previously. As you guys will know, I probably did a FIFA career. FIFA, I kind of felt with career mode this year. I just didn't feel right this year. It felt very unrewarding. So here we are. We're going to play some Football Manager. And this is kind of the game I've been kind of playing for, I'd say, the last 8 months. So I've been really getting back into this. I used to play it way back in the day on the Championship Manager. Absolutely love the game. So let's crack into this now. First things first, I've put in a transfer embargo in on all teams, so you can't sign any. You could loan players in, but you couldn't sign any names, which is, I think, a good starting point. But anyway, we are Man United, of course, my team I support in real life. We do have, of course, I've talked about who is going to be our key player, but let's go to the squad first off and have a look what we have. So it is the team that we have in real life. Obviously, goalkeeping wise, we have a De Gea here, who I think is unmatched. Sergio Romero I've put up for sale. I don't rate him in real life. I don't rate him in this game. And Lee Grant, I mean, he's just basically a registration player. I mean, that's what he calls those guys, isn't it? So I would like to get a backup goalkeeper. That's something I will be looking forward to, but we'll have to see what happens between that and the end of the season. Anyway, let's go through. We have a right backs, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Dalot, two very good players that I'm very happy with. You know, you look at the age between the two of them, 21 and 20 respectively. Prime age. I think these guys can be 10-year starters for us. At the centre back position, now this is where I feel things need a bit of improvement, but I am also happy with how it's set up. Now, Harry Maguire, 80 million in the off season. It sends shivers down my spine thinking about it. But anyway, deal's done, job's done. Lindelof, I don't really have a lot of trust in Lindelof, to be honest. Eric Bailly, who will probably be my first choice. Axel Tuanzebe, who is pretty much you could say the up and coming prospect here at 21. He needs to play this season. I need to play him a lot, I think. Phil Jones, I mean, I think if we can get rid of him, I'd gladly take it. Wolves want him. Perfect. I'll send him to here for free pretty much if you get him off the books. He's taking up a big chunk of the wage. So yeah, I wouldn't mind getting rid of him. I wouldn't mind getting rid of Lindelof as well with that wage. Bloody hell, he has to go with that wage, that's for sure. But we'll see what happens with them. What happens with them too. Anyway, moving on to our left back situation. Luke Shaw, pretty much my starting left back. Now, people will say, oh, Brandon Williams has been fantastic for you in real life. He's a good player. But the problem with Brandon Williams is he is right-footed. And that is a bit of an issue for me with my left backs. I do like my left backs to have a left foot. Dimitri Mitchell, I will probably give this guy a few games this season. I think he's still got potential. 2.5 stars. We'll see about that. I think we can get that up a bit more. But anyway, that should be grand. That is the left back situation. Now, the midfield situation. We got Paul Pogba here, and we'll include Mata as well in this for the time being. It's a alright list. It's not a brilliant list. You see Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, two of the best. We have absolutely, those guys are going to be our go-to bread and butter. Fred will probably be the third midfielder. McTominay will probably be on the bench. Nemanja Matic, free to leave. Andreas Pereira, I don't know what to do with him. Juan Mata, free to leave as well. So, again, Andreas Pereira, got a 4-year contract. He's on a pretty team-friendly deal, so I'm probably more likely to let him stay with that rather than someone like Mata, who's got 2 years on his deal and is taking up an absolute chunk of the wage budget. So we'll just have to see what happens with that one there. But anyway, let's push down here to, of course, the attacking. This is where the bread and butter is, and this is where the money really is. Rashford, Martial, I mean, they're probably the two the same. The question is, do I play Rashford as a left winger or do I play Martial as a left winger? I haven't made that decision just yet. I do have a formation where I'm going to play both players kind of as a striker. I do have formations where they'll probably play as a left. I think Martial will be the one that'll play up top. Even though both their position, I think that's by our scout, is that our system manager says. So that's how it should be. So Jesse Lingard, I don't think I'll be playing Jesse Lingard much. Be more than happy to send him off. Everton wants him, fair play. He isn't on a too bad of a deal. I mean, that's definitely not real, but anyway, like it is in real life. Dan James, I feel like we're gonna have to embed him slowly, and same with Mason Greenwood. I don't want to throw Mason Greenwood to the the deep end, but I may have to, which is a little bit tricky. And then Odion Nigalo, I'm not really sure we'll use him very much, but he is taking up a chunk of the wage budget on loan this season, so I feel like we'll have to use him in a bit of a way. But I've made some other changes to the squad. Go to transfers, transfer history here. I'll go to the staff. Now this is where you're going to see, guys, I see a lot of changes I've made. Okay, these are all the changes I've made. Not only going to Solskjaer. So this is who's gone. Gwyneth Fortune, not gone, but I've moved him around. Mike Phelan's been moved. Neil Ryan, I've moved to him. Carrick, Nicky Butt, I've moved, and I've also moved the loan manager. I actually just fired him off because we don't need a fucking loan manager. I'm going to control that stuff. I'm a bit of a one of those freaks. Anyway, Gwyneth Fortune's new positions: the under 23s coach. He's moved assistant manager 23s coach. Mike Phelan now has become the under 23s assistant manager. Neil Ryan has gone from an under 18s manager to coach. And in his place goes Michael Carrick. The reason I just don't think Carrick's ready for a first team role just yet. You know, if he marinates nicely in the under 18s, might give him the call back up. My new assistant manager is, of course, the legendary Ruud van Nistelrooy. Looks quite good. Big fan of his stats. I think he's a fantastic player and was an absolute baller for United. Just an absolute beast. Miroslav Klose, another player probably one of my favorite players growing up when he played for Germany. Yeah, just a heading god, I think is the word I'd describe him. I brought him as a coach, stole him off Bayern Munich. I think he's a really good addition. Paul McGuinness, he's actually a former United coach. I'm not really sure what he's doing prior to this. You look at that: 19 defending, 16 mental, 18 technical. Perfect for me. Decided to re-sign him up and get him back into the side. Now this is my director of football, Arito Bereda, who is formerly a director at Milan and formerly a director at Barcelona. Now he is the director of football for us. He's got some good stats: 18 player ability, 18 judging player potential, and he's got 19 negotiations. Perfectly fine. Not a bother with that one. Nicky Butt's moved back to under 18s as a coach. I brought Patrice Evra in. I said, hey, let's give him a shot. He never scored for France. Interesting. I didn't realize that. But anyway, we're gonna see how he does with the under 18s. At the moment, not pretty, but we'll see what he does in the future. And technical director Rene Verman, just really good. Judging staff ability 18, negotiating 19. I mean, he'd be a good director of football as well. Let's have a look at that actually. How good would he be as director of football? He doesn't want to be a director of football, but I could see this guy staying for a long time. Anyway, financial wise, we do have plenty of money in the wage budget, so we do have space. I do want to cut down the wage budget as well. We do have a bit too many players. You see, I believe they sent this out one of the I can find it. They sent out a very interesting graphic that showed, I can't find it now though, but that's the problem when you do these things. You do them off thing, you're like, oh yeah, I'll just remember to come back to that later on. But basically saying that we have the second highest in the Premier League. Do we have the second best team in the Premier League? Absolutely no way. And as you can see, let's have a look at the season preview where we expect to finish. I'd say we expect to finish 4th or 5th, really, would we? 5th. Okay, so we're ahead of Arsenal, which I'm not really sure I agree with that, but I do think we've probably have the best players. There you see the Dream 11: Salah, Mane, Sterling, De Bruyne, Silva, Maddison. Interesting in that team. Robertson, Fernandinho, Van Dijk, Alexander, and De Gea. So we got one player in there. Interesting enough, Fernandinho is now considered a centre back. Interesting. That is intriguing. Fantastic player in real life and in this game. So that is the team we have set up currently. Tactics wise, I want to show this before we start into the first game. I haven't picked anyone just yet. I have 3 tactics kind of set out. I'm very much a vertical ticker-tacker player. It's kind of been my mentality all the way in playing Football Manager. That's kind of the system I'd employ if I was a soccer manager. This is kind of the 4-3-3 at the holding midfielder. Pretty much one of my favorite formations in real life. I think it's pretty, it does the job. I have Bruno, Pogba here, probably Fred as I'm not really sure I'd play him as a regista, but anyway. The second one we have here is, the reason I've picked this one out here is because I think the problem we have now is we don't really have a right winger. And this is kind of the area where I think we need to improve. We definitely need to improve on a right winger. We definitely need another midfielder. I think we definitely need another centre back. That's kind of what my shopping list is going to be for the next season. So what's going to happen here is I'd have Rashford, Martial. I probably would play Mata or would I play Bruno? Not really sure I'd play in that position, but we'll have to see. And then finally, just the third one here is just a 5 at the back. I sometimes go to this, but it's very rare I go to a 5 at the back formation. It's just handy to have in there. I probably should push these guys up, but you know, it'll come in handy some games. Some teams, you know, you can target teams with 5 at the back. Like Wolves, for example, I might look to play against that, but you know, we're doing a pretty good job. Anyway, let's get into today's game. I'll pick the team yet, so obviously this is going to be a little bit weird. But anyway, first off, De Gea, I mean, it speaks for itself. Do we start Wan-Bissaka or do we give Dalot the start? That's the question. I'm going to give Dalot the start today. Don't worry, I'll give Wan-Bissaka the game next time. I'm going to start off with Axel and see if he's going to get the start today. Interestingly enough, so is Harry. No, I think you call him Harry Kane. Bloody hell. Harry Maguire. And we're going to play Luke Shaw's a no-brainer, really. Regista position, I'm going to change stuff, don't worry. I'm going to play Fred Rodriguez. I do hate when these Brazilian players... You know what, we're going to play a flat 3. I'm not going to play Matic. Let's do defend. This is going to be Bruno Fernandes. This is going to be Paul Pogba. I might have to switch the roles around through training. Rashi's going to get picked on the left. I'm going to pick... We're going to pick up here, obviously, Anthony Martial. And then on the right... do we give a debut to Dan James? Or do we go a little bit differently? I'm going to play Matt out here for today. Although that might change. Martial more advanced forward. Rashi's inside forward. Happy with that. Put him on attack. I do want him attacking. That's our team pretty much. Let's go with a positive mentality here against Brighton. I want to be a little bit, you know, a little bit more attacking. James, Wan-Bissaka, Greenwood needs to be on the bench. McTominay needs to be on the bench. We'll put Vincent on for the bench, even though I don't really use him. Let's see who else. Jesse can get a bit of the bench, and we'll put Pereira on. I don't really go with the goalkeeper. De Gea gets sent off. De Gea gets sent off. YOLO it. Yeah, let's go to the game. Let's get into it. So, first game of the season, Brighton at home, I think it is. So, chance stamper authority. I probably should have played Dan James at right wing, but I kind of wanted to go with the experience. I kind of feel like experience is an important step. So we'll see what happens here. My first United career mode, actually, this FM20 during the beta went absolutely atrociously wrong. Had a terrible start to it. But anyway, so look, that's the Brighton team. They're playing a 5 at the back. It's 5-2-2-1. Neil Mape, McAllister from Argentina, Pascal Grob, Moy, Proper, Bernardo, Dunk, Webster, Duffy, Montoya. Duffy's a fantastic player. I'd love to get my hands on him, but how much he'd cost? Where would he rank? He's definitely better than Phil. I'd have him more than Phil Jones any day and twice on Sunday. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into the old dressing room. Let's give them a beat up the ass here and then get them out. Right. Be passionate. Let's see. Listen keenly. Nothing noted. Seem deep in the thought. Luke Shaw doesn't come across someone who'd think deep in Shaw's hand over to her assistant. Let's get the game underway. So, let's double check out the right settings here. Let's do key highlights. Director is slightly faster and back one notch, and we should be good to go. Anyway, right, first off, Luke Shaw, 16 seconds in here. We're going to the attack. Oh, Bruno Fernandes couldn't slash the back of the net. That would have been the ideal start. That would have been the absolute perfect start to our managerial reign. So a chance of Brighton here, 3 minutes in. McAllister gets possessed by Fred, but doesn't quite do it. Falls to Shaw, back to Pascal Grob of Brighton. Out to Martin Montoya. Oh, Shaw's got to get back there. Shaw, oh no, trouble. And De Gea, thankfully, with the save there. Interesting enough, one shot apiece each there on target. So, yeah, some stuff to definitely fix on. Matt with the corner. Whips it in for Rashford. Boom. Get in there, Rashford. That is exactly what you want to see. Early off the mark, 7 minutes into this one. And our first goal scorer of the season is none other than Marcus Rashford. Beautiful header there. Gets clean off his mark. I'm not really sure. Was he marked by Montoya there, I think? The right back. I think he was. Gets away from him and absolutely buries that one. A good start to this one. Now we need to keep this pressure up. We need to keep going. We're dominating possession here, 66%. So We need to keep this up. So let's have a look. I might give a bit of fire up speech to the lads and say, see what we say. Encourage. Let's praise them. I think they've done a good job so far. We're up 1-0. We're doing well here. Right, throw in here from Dunk. Finds Neil Mape. Out to Aaron Moy. Inside to Bernardo, their left back. What can Bernardo work out here? Inside, Moy with the shot. Ooh. I think he might have beaten De Gea there. That's on target, but thankfully it's not. We'll take that. We've down to 4th position. No, not that bad. We're in the Champions League position so far. Mape is nervous. That's not too bad. We'll take that. We're continuing to run the game here. 14 shots, 5 on target. They had 4 shots and 3 on target. So we're doing well here. I would like to be more on target, but anyway. Beggars can't be choosers. Might start giving Mape a few hard tackles after half time. Just give him a little bit of a few kicks, you know. Anyway, here we are, half time. Pretty dominant first half. We'll take that. Encourage the players. Give them a bit of a morale boost. Exactly. Right, things are going well, but you're capable even more. Let's do that. I mean, lads, like, a bit of motivation. Come on. We're doing well here. Anyway. Tactics. No, I won't. Look at, what was that? Position. We... few hard kicks, you know. And then we should be good. Let's go back to the pitch. He's a bit nervous, so I kind of want to just give him a few, you know, reassurances that, you know, we've noticed it. Do we need to make a sub? Oh, I'd like to keep this team going. I think I might wait till like the 70th minute mark, although it might be a bit late for subs. Pogba, Rashi. Come on, Rashford, find Pogba. No, he's going to give it back to Fred. Fred across the field finds Dalot. Oh, no, he's going to keep going. He's going to rip it to the corner. Martial, 2-0. Game, set, match. Surely now that is it, pretty much. Martial with a goal, assisted by Diego Dalot. I knew I wanted to start Diego Dalot for a reason there. Absolutely brilliant. Top drawer stuff here. Dalot just snipes around the back here. Lovely work here. Just beats their left back. I was going to say right back for a sec. It'll be just a bit weird, but Martial. Lovely finish past Matty Ryan there. And that is 2-0. Frustrated Shane Duffy. Well, I knew. Neil Mape's frustrated as well. They're fired up with the feedback. Let's praise our team again. They're up 2-0. So, here we go. Can we get a third here? Can we put this game to bed? Fred. Sure. Back to Fred. Come on, Fred. Let's see if we can see here. Finds Pogba. Pogba. Is it across to Bruno. Dalot. Portuguese connection right there. Dalot again. Dalot's having a field against these guys here. Can't find Rashford there. Rashford back to Shaw. Shaw, come on. Let's see what you got. Finds Dalot. Oh. What a finish. What a finish. What an absolute finish from Diego Dalot. I mean, potential man of the match. I mean, look at this. Crosses in here. It's not the prettiest cross. It's pretty poor. But look at Dalot. He retreats back. Shaw whips it across to Dalot. Dalot hits it first time. Matty Ryan gets his touch on it, but that's just not going to do enough. That's an absolute blinder of a finish from Diego Dalot. And that has pretty much got us wrapped up 3 points here. It'll be now time to ring the changes as we approach the 70-minute mark. Let's make the changes now. Wan-Bissaka, let's bring him on for Dalot. Dalot's day is done. He's played absolutely fantastic. And 2 secs. Okay, apologies for that. Just take a quick call there. Bring Dan James on for a debut. That was not going to happen. It's his best position. He's not really trained on the right, which is something we're going to have to work on. And let's give Greenwood a run up top. I do need to get him game time a lot this season. I feel like he is pretty close to the first team, so it'll be good to see him play. Anyway, let's confirm those changes. Let's play Steve Alzate for David Proper. Interesting substitution. We've made all 3 of ours. Just wanted to get them out of the way and done. They push forward. Push forward. Might as well go for it. Landio Trossard now on for Neil Mape. I think Trossard's a good player. Not as good as their guy last season. They went to Fulham this season. I can't think of his name, the French player, but I think that was a mistake by Brighton this season. Shaw Montoya. Bit of a foul there, but Montoya gets past him. You get past Fred. Come on, Fred, block that. Good job, Fred. That's exactly what we want to see. That's exactly what we want to see. but falls back. Here's Gross, back to Moy. Come on. Saka, first touch at Old Trafford. Oh, lovely play. Rashford's got pace. You're not going to catch him. Rashford, make it 4. Smack it in. He just puts it right into the hands. Come on, Rashford. You got to do better than that. You should bury every chance you get like that. Like that. This level, you got to bury them. So, Aaron Connolly on. Fantastic player Aaron Connolly is. McAllister's a wonder kid. That's interesting. I did not think of him as a wonder kid. Harry Maguire picks up a pretty lame yellow card. But anyway, there we go. Luke Shaw with an 8.4. I thought he was brilliant. I thought Diego Dalot was brilliant as well. Pretty good game. Rashford, Martial as well, putting in the numbers. So good to see that. Dan James came on. Mason Greenwood came on. Saka. Pretty much everyone who started. Greens across the board. That's exactly what I want to see. Anyway, see league table. They're doing pretty well. Let's give the boys a good passionate rendition here. I think that's what they did. Very nice fixtures out. Well done, lads. Get the motivation going. That's exactly what we want to see from that. And we'll move on. So pretty good start of the season there. Much better than the start I had in my other one. We absolutely hammered them. 25 shots to 10. 60% possession nearly for them. Dalot, man of the match. I think Dalot is going to be brilliant for Wan-Bissaka. He's going to push him all the way. So we'll see what happens with that. Another thing I have to mention before is with Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba has a promise here that we ensure qualification for the Champions League. He does want to leave and he does want to play Champions League football. I sat down with him and I basically said, hey, look, I know you want to play Champions League football, but we need you. I mean, I'm not letting him go. He's too good. So hopefully you can keep him for the foreseeable future. He does have a contract to 2021. I'd love to keep him on. I think he'll cost a boatload, but I think he's one of those players you have to pay the money for. I think he's homegrown qualified, isn't he? I can't remember. Information is he eligibility? Clubs trained at. Yeah, he is perfect. Like if I'm selling him, I want English tax money. That's what I want. So, it's gonna have to be a big fat paycheck if anyone's gonna pry him away from us. But I hope they keep him around for the foreseeable future. Games coming up here to go to schedule. I forgot to show you guys the preseason. So I'll show you guys now while I have the chance. As you see, I'm gonna be a bit rusty these videos for a while. It's gonna take a little bit, getting used to. But yeah, pretty good preseason. The only real game was concerned was the Borussia Dortmund game. They were down to 10 men in that game. We are up 3-0, of course, at the last stages, and then we kind of just took the foot off the gas. Valencia was 0-0. That was actually, I don't remember that game at all, to be honest. But 3-0 start here. We got Wolves coming up, Burnley, Southampton. Not sure when I'll come back, but that seems to be what most people do with these videos. They seem to kind of play the games through and then kind of show you guys highlights or just talk about the games that they played while they were offline. So we'll see what happens. Great start of this. Looking forward to getting back to more videos, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Peace out.